Boulder, Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Kansas Jayhawks taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Jayhawks will kick it away first. Coming out with it, it's Horn. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Swings it out to the flat. Smacks it with the stiff arm. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
To the air on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is snowed under.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, fourth down, own territory, going for it. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on fourth down in their first drive. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker
understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
He's got it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And the Jayhawks want to move quickly. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David. Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 40, at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Going for the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. The Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Wide out in motion. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Fires on the move. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. It's caught. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Second down coming up. They'll run it to the right side. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He'll throw it. Makes a grab enough for the first. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And the ball's loose. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
And as a defense, you just want to steal some possessions, create some turnovers. You force the fumble. But man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it. Those are moments that you just get a little bit frustrated because it's the luck of a bounce.
Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. To the air, it's Sanders. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback will audible. He'll throw on third down. Spits it out to the back. It's on target and complete. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
He's looking for a man on second down. Going for it all. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Deep shot for the end zone. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. He's going to bring it out from deep. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Sends it downfield. Reels it in down the left side. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Throws to the tight end. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Coming after it. Scrambling away. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And the Jayhawks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
When you play zone coverage, everybody drops back. Everybody has eyes on the quarterbacks. You're not really looking at the wide receivers a lot of times.
Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. Inside the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Colorado. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. And he's going to run it back. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Daniels. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Jayhawks in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires and picked off. And how about that play? Even with the short return, they're in the red zone. They've got it at the 17.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. And the pass hits, picked off. Got some room to run. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
See, not all linebackers are just big meatheads, right? They come downhill and hit you in the mouth. What a good job of understanding. It's a passing situation. I drop back. I see it. I break on the football in zone coverage. Give me that rock.
Got him downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. DB's right up on the receivers. Using his feet to buy time. He fires it out to the right. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, you know, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. 2nd interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Give to the running back. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Running behind that left side. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. They'll go empty and 5 wide on 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Sanders. Looking down the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, no mystery here. Third in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he'll pull it in inside the 20.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You got to call the game to win it right now. Less than a minute to go. A field goal is going to do it for you. Every time you drop back and throw the ball, you're risking taking a sack. So if you're going to throw it, the ball's got to come out quickly. But I think at this juncture, you'd love to be able to run and give your field goal kicker a chance.
Dropping back, it's Sanders. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Going the other way, and he's got room. Past the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick 6. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers?
The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Trojans will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Boulder, Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Buffaloes will boot it away to start the game. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Right back to the well. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The give from the gun. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Keeps looking downfield. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll leave it with him. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
He'll come out throwing on first down, using the quick game. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw, it's Sanders. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point and he was able to come away with the pick.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Wolverines are threatening in the red zone. Right back to the well. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it out. It's Horn. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive, David.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the ground with the back. On the move is the 30. Oh, look out. There he goes. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Bucs. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits those uprights right in half. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll call for the fair catch here. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking everything.
It's complete. A huge pickup. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. Back to throw, it's Warren. It's complete to the right. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. And they get him down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Morris. Touchdown, Michigan! What a catch and run for 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Horn. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything.
And the pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolverines. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Movement here from the tight end. Looking to throw at Sanders. Looking to scramble. He'll take another shot here. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it, and they convert. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. And the Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Might be looking to run. He'll throw one to his right. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
All right, QB, I got to trust you, man. You already threw 1 pick. Now that one probably should have picked. You got to give me a reason to feel confident I can drop back and let you throw the football again. Or else this leash maybe gets a little bit short. Maybe we start warming up the righty in the bullpen.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He's not afraid to go deep. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires downfield. He's got him wide open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Moves around to clear up the vision. He wants it all. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the 2nd half. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably
Lofts one high and deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. So you come out of the locker room for the 2nd half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Back to throw, it's Warren. They're trying to get to him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Feeling some heat. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. With jet sweep pass. And he breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. The Buffaloes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Running back goes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
On 3rd down, going up top. Fires to the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Going up top on 1st down. Steps away. Slings it downfield. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 2nd and 10 here. They go to the ground. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You couldn't ask for much better field position to start, but now they're looking at a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's moving out of the pocket. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Colorado!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. The give to the back. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that 1st down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the 1st down.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Edwards. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that 1st down on that run play.
The give to the tailback. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He's got him, and they convert. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Timeout called by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Here comes the field goal unit. The line of scrimmage is the 25. It'll be a 42-yard kick for the win. And it's good. He nailed it. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were
EA Sports.
The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. We've got a top 25 showdown in this one, both teams with an opportunity to get a statement victory. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buffaloes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Bentley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Fires and picked off. looking for more room.
About it gets
Touchdown, Bucks!
overrated.
How about that D coming up with a play like that?
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make them punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bentley. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarter.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And that is where defensive ends make their money, by getting to the quarterback and knocking him down.
Dang Skippy. That's what you want to be. You want to be a double-digit sack guy. You want to be a guy that puts pressure on the quarterback. Playing the run is fun, but I want to get quarterbacks, and I want to make their life fun.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Fuck you not catch the ball, bro.
Defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
You somewhere. I know you somewhere.
On fourth down, going to the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways. And on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
He wants to start this drive with a pass.
What the fuck was that?
Touchdown, Buffaloes! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off and just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Bentley. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Going for the big play.
Why are you not catching the ball, bro? What the fuck?
Big play.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Snagged in the middle. It's Watkins. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
They keep attacking through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Watkins. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He's got his man across the middle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback.
Right there, covers. I know how to stop.
He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
You can't outbeat me, bro.
Nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback
you touch the ball on offense at all.
Nice start for this offense.
You see exactly what you want.
Off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10.
I didn't know real fight at least. I'm just close by your end zone.
Great speed, and the coverage team.
Really, what you working with right here?
Down. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again.
They wrestle him to the ground, and he's got plenty for a first down.
So you want to
go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that you just saw which can help them get that going.
You just fucked yourself. You just don't even know it yet.
Plays. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
Leaves it with the back. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter.
Woo! Taking you a long time to get down that field, boy. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Uh-oh.
They've changed ends of the field now.
It's taking you along.
As they go back to work.
It's been a long time coming to them, boy.
They'll try to bully their way for
the first. They run that time. Keep trying to run that bitch ass run shit on me like it's gonna work. Keep working.
Turned into a disaster. Maybe a little long.
It's been that long.
Definitely too short to punt. Not much of a choice here as they'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Inside the 30. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to...
Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Colorado! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time, I'm going to get my running back who's a fast athlete in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design. Nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Almost ready to kick it away.
You're not good enough to score like how you think you is.
Coming out with it, it's Bentley. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Back to throw, it's Dart.
You're going to try yourself something every time.
And the pass down the left side, diving, caught.
And what a fantastic effort on that catch. That looked to me like it was just going to be a long incompletion. But how about stretching out, corralling the football, and this offense is on the move.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. Grabs it inside the 10. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
All right, you gave up the big play, defense.
Just,
I know they got a
figuring it
big
out
chunk,
now.
but they didn't get in the end zone.
You figuring it out
have
now.
to fight another day.
I'm
now you gotta bow
fucked.
your necks up and make this stop.
Holy shit, dude.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes.
Holy shit, dude. I fuck up one time and I am fucked.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum.
Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. He is stopped short.
Holy
and the
shit,
fake
dude.
will not work as he almost nudged his way in. One-score game, still the first half, and they want the ball right back, going for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
But we're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling on it.
He was a runner. Everything else out there is himself. He's scared to go like that. Come on, bro.
He's looking to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Able to get just a few.
Like I told you, he's a runner. Everything else out there is intercepted. You're going to try to keep running with him, and then you can figure out the hard way.
Go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He's got the back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for first.
Looking to throw at Sanders. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. He's got
Man, fuck no. But you got to come underneath that bit to catch it.
First and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Killing time, like I said.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive
kill as
guys,
much time
standing
we can
in the
off the
gaps,
pop.
everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this
You're
group
trash,
if I
buddy.
had push passes when I was playing.
You're
quarterback.
trash.
I'll tell you that.
You're
It
a
is
jet
so
sweeper
hard to
and a
defend.
trasher.
It's so hard to seal that edge.
That's
especially
exactly
when
what
this
you
guy's
are.
full speed ahead coming around
A
the
jet sweeper and a
A field
trasher.
goal here would make it a 2-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on 4th down. Looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
Jet sweeper and a
Great
trasher.
coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job
Gave me 8
breaking the
seconds on
receiver
clock,
out
bitch.
wide. The defense, you could tell, they
I
knew
can't
they
do
were
shit
going
with
for it.
that.
They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. One more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw, it's Dart. He's going to fire deep. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half.
Yep, you the sorry motherfucker. You finna learn the hard way.
The Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll open the second half on the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the ground with the back. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
That's the way you answer your halftime speech. You gave up a lot of points in that first half. What did the defense do? The first possession,
thought you was going to come in this bitch like that.
Get the big stop, get the big sack. Really nice answer by this defense.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He'll loft one deep on the left side. And it's caught inside the 15.
That's the only way you're going to get some shit like that.
What a grab.
If I brought my people in on that stupid ass.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job.
You run the same offense, same defense. No nothing change, bro. This should be lame.
For 6.
That's why I'm doing the same shit on you. Constant over and over. I know some shit you can't stop.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bentley. Not nearly as much
as
he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
You are lame.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Going up top on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect
that's all he's going to do the whole
game. Put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same.
The same bullshit I play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback checking off. Looking for a man. It's Sanders. He lobs one high down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
That's fucked
They
over
line
now.
up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Unloads to the wideout. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good
Got your
field
stupid
position.
ass. Told you.
Man, that is a big
I
time
told you
drop
you
right
trash.
there. Fourth
Did I
down,
tell you you trash?
Opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rebels.
Yep. I told your stupid ass. Didn't I tell your stupid
like a
ass?
Thanksgiving turkey.
What I say?
They're
I said,
being caught.
you trash. You gonna fuck
No
with somewhere.
shot. They
Didn't I
have
tell
no
you?
idea
Yep.
how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire.
You
Everything
running the
he's doing
same
is
play.
working defensively.
I love y'all.
We gotta
Sweet
try to do
motherfuckers
something
who
a little
love
bit
running the
different. Bring more pressure.
same
At this rate,
motherfucking
shoot,
play.
He's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody.
love it.
Live with the results because everything else ain't working anyways.
I got to get what? Stick on your ass.
The ball back in the Buffalo.
Stick on your ass.
Team in prime position on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to
Stick
find
on
the
your
balance
ass.
with this
You gonna
offense
keep
to
sticking
really
in
be
that running shit, huh?
productive. Last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those
You
situations.
got that last time. You was 4-1. Still couldn't get past.
Down leaves them with 2nd
What the
and
fuck you
short.
think finna happen?
Right back to it. And they'll get it to the 39-yard
That's how
line, and
as
they'll
far as we
move
need
the
to
chain.
go, right there.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
You think you gonna kill it, run down the time. You think you one of them more smart motherfuckers. Get close to the end zone. Get close to what's called run down the time and shit.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. The give to the left. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Look how long you had the ball.
So important
6
for
fucking minutes.
offenses to want to
You
keep 3rd
trash.
downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. This offense has a 2nd down play. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's go time, right? Now it's coming up on 3rd down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the 4th quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that
Just
first
can't kill the
down.
time, bro. You ain't no
Every
closer.
possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the 4th quarter, 1 possession games. QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Sanders. Now adjusting. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
That shit's gonna play back on you.
Just fit with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
The give to the right. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Eight niggas like
linebackers trying to create some confusion. Power football with the run. Keeps
fucking trash, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Fucking trash.
He's run out of bounds, but not
see
before
how killing time. Just see how just to fucking kill time.
And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And that is exactly
doing that same lame ass running play, bro. You is fucking trash.
Execute and now go out and take a lead by a
touchdown. Fucking calling me.
Great, flawless execution by this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra
getting all the fucking time down. Constantly running the same lame ass play. Think you fucking good. Why your ass is trash? Get your bitch ass out of here. You not fucking good. You need some fucking help. I told y'all, I don't know who told y'all that shit. Ooh, that shit was. It's not. It don't. It don't. It just don't.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw. It's Dart. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Here's a throw downfield late. It's incomplete, and the last chance is just out of reach, and that's going to do it. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.